some laser cutting. I've actually got some stuff on there already. Had to finish a project for work, so I thought might as well go live while we're doing this. Show people what we're up to. So we're making these tumblers. And let me flip the camera around. There we go. So we're using the X-Tool S1. And we're making tumblers for people for work. And this has been quite the project because there's like 23 of these things that we're making. We're getting close to the end though. We're almost done. Which is really quite nice. And I'm wondering if I can do like this. Let you all see the process. There we go. That works. As I'm working, y'all can see what's going on in there. So these take anywhere from like 6.5 to 9.5 minutes, depending on how long the custom name is. So it's getting the logo of the organization I work for, and then each person on the team that we're making these for's name. So once this one's done, we only have 4 more. Thank goodness, because we had like 23 of these to do. And we only had 2 mistakes happen. So that's pretty good. What I could also do, I bet I could do this maybe. I don't know if that's gonna work. I'm trying to like get a better angle for this so y'all can see it even when I open it up, but maybe not. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. Never mind. We'll just stick with what we had. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Having a good start to your day? All right, there we go. So let's flip this thing up and flip it around. Let's check this out. See how it came out. Beautiful. It's for Charlotte. It's very, very nice. Let's flip it around again. All right, take this out. Here we go. Looks really good. Obviously you're seeing a mirrored image because I've got the front facing camera on. So I always spray it down with a little bit of alcohol and rub it down. Just get that scorching out of there. And then we've got the next one. So let's go ahead and get the next one out of the box. So these are just from Amazon, nothing fancy. Some tumblers. Here we go. So this is what we've got. This is the blank tumbler, and then this is what it comes out as. the X-Tool S1. It's a pretty easy project. The only thing is I will say, like, sometimes it gets a little off-center. But for the most part, it does a really nice job. And it's just kind of a balancing act of getting this to work, or like to sit just right. I'll show you again. So once you put it in here, sorry, my gimbal's messing up. So you got to make sure you put it on there and it doesn't wobble, which is a little bit difficult to do, but not impossible. It's just kind of goofy. All right, so now we start this. Go ahead and actually let's make sure we're all squared. Yep, we're good. And then the screen does this. Hit start. Okay, then we'll flip around again and let you watch. Without making my gimbal fall down. So this one is supposed to take about 8 minutes, 7.5 minutes, something like that. Nothing too crazy. I wonder if this angle might be better. Let's see. It's not really a great angle with the phone, unfortunately. You can't really see what's happening, except that the laser is in fact working. What up, Kaz? Working on some tumblers here. It's a project for work that the kids have been working on, but I wanted to help them get it finished so they didn't have to spend all their time just waiting on it. Like they did the brunt of the work. So I'm just helping them do this part of it, which I think was a pretty fair trade-off because they work really hard in here. Yeah, these kids work really hard. It's too bad you're not closer to a teen tech center. There's one in Orlando, there's one in Fort Lauderdale, there's one in Miami. They need one close to you. I'll be really excited when I'm done with all of these dumb things. And then I've got another project for somebody else. One of the guys in the building that's also a volunteer owns a clothing company. So we're going to do some design. We already did the design for him. We're just going to actually do it. So we're making these tumblers. This one's one that got messed up, but you can kind of see it just got messed up because it got put in at a bad angle. It's not horrible. So we're working on these. This is for the host organization for my grant. It's called Oak Ridge Neighborhood. They're doing like an appreciation because there's a grade school as part of it as well. So they're doing a teacher appreciation and asked if we would make these tumblers for them. So we have some of the kids that have been working on this project. And like I said, we had to do like 23 of them, which is a little excessive in my opinion, because they changed the plan after we already started them. Whatever, that's a whole other thing. But yeah, I was like, I'm just gonna help them finish this project because they worked their butts off yesterday and the day before on it, just to get it done. Yeah, these are really cool, and as you can tell, it's got this device in there that's actually spinning it. So as it etches, the laser's staying in one spot, minus this back and forth. The laser's not going this way when it's doing this style, and it just spins this chuck, and that's how it does it. But sometimes it gets a little off-centered, and then that's when things mess up. Not very often. Out of 24, we only had 2 mess up, and they weren't even really that bad. But they were enough that I was like, all right, let's redo those. Let's make them perfect. Yeah, this laser is amazing. I absolutely love this thing. This is the X-Tool S1. So yeah, anything else I do other than these and the car badges, man, we do this. Actually, if you look inside there, there's like some coasters that we're using as spacers. We can make everything. We can make metal business cards. So let's see, let me find one of those. There we go. Like these metal business cards, they're aluminum. We can even do like QR codes and stuff on those. Pictures. We do a lot of acrylic cutting, wood cutting and engraving, leather, vinyl, pretty much anything. Bottle openers. There's a bottle opener that we did. We do these bamboo pens. Really cool. All right, we're done with this one. Let me flip it up. All right, let's check this thing out. Sorry, this is kind of the hard part of I need more workspace in here. And where'd the chuck go? There it is. All right, so you have to take this chuck and take it out. So let's see what we got. See how it turned out? Pretty darn good. Tanya. And then I take a little bit of rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, spray it on there, and just get some of that carbon scoring because it is burning it. So Kaz, if you like that one, wait till you see the one I did. Let me get this one on here and get it going, and then I'll show you the one I did for myself, which is really, really, really cool. All right, no wobble. Wobble with me, wobble. Okay. Let me make sure, sorry, I gotta make sure it's all squared. There we go. All square. And this one was Tanya, so this one's Destiny, Process, and come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There it goes. All right, let me show you mine. Here's mine that I made. Mando, like samurai style Mandalorian. Yeah, pretty amazing, isn't it? I just get these on Amazon. Yeah, turned out really well. People charge a lot. They charge a lot for these laser etch things, and it doesn't take much work to actually do it. It's having the laser. It's expensive. This one's like $4,500. Actually, it's more than that because we have two of these modules. So this one's more for like jewelry and metal, whereas because it's an infrared laser versus the module that's on there now is a diode laser. So that's like another $600. So you're looking at over $5,000 for the setup that we have. But you can also we can make screen prints. So normally in order to do a screen print, you have to do the emulsion process, and it takes like 24 hours a lot of times. Sometimes it's less if you have the right machines. We can do it. We can laser etch our design on a screen and then make shirts and bags or whatever, like within 30 minutes. It's pretty amazing, the stuff that Xtool has done. So let's go back to watching the laser. There we go. And then I just box them back up because there are some accessories with these. Once it's all done, box it up. We are so close to being done with this project. I'm so excited. So this one and then two more, and we are done. Love to see it. And we use this thing every single day, like all day. So that's one thing I'll say with Glowforge, which is like their competitor. The big competitor, Glowforge, is like the probably the most popular laser. Every Glowforge I've ever seen is broken. like all our local libraries and stuff have them. And yeah, they're all broken. None of them work. How long does it take to make the car badges? Like what all is required. So actually, the cutting of the badges, we use this acrylic, or I use this acrylic. That is a super easy process. So like I design them and then cut them. I mean, it might take 10 minutes. But then to do the paint, I have to do the paint by hand with a, I'll show you, I'll grab it, a syringe. So we inject, or I keep saying we, I'm the one that does it. I inject the paint with this syringe. This is a ink syringe for like printers if you want to refill or take out ink. It's not sharp, it's just a flat edge or a rounded edge. But then I put the enamel paint in here and then I just slowly push it out. This is some water because I cleaned this one. So yes, they are hand painted, but it's a little bit different process. Let's do a different view also. Hello from above. So there you can kind of see a little bit better angle. And that thing spins as it goes, very slowly. But how it coordinates itself with the right distance to spin and where the laser's moving is pretty incredible. Yeah, see how it just spun really fast because it went to a new line? Got 2 minutes left. And this is the 40 watt. You can get, I think you can get it in like 10, 20, and 40 watt for these modules. And then the infrared one, the other one we have is 2 watts. You can actually see like a little bit of a flame coming off of there every now and then. And that's where that carbon scoring comes from a little bit that I clean off. Minute and a half. So if you're new here, make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. I do a lot of techie stuff, a lot of tech reviews. I've got a bunch more reviews coming in the next couple weeks. I've got a Elgato Stream Deck alternative that's much cheaper. Do I have a favorite project I've done recently? So we're working with the kids on a project where they're flying out to California in 2 weeks to work with this organization called Project Invent, and they invented a thing that they call the study block, and it's basically a Raspberry Pi idea, like computer, much cheaper, more affordable for people in low-income areas and low-income schools to be able to still have access, but also it has aspects of fidget spinners and fidget devices built into it, so that it's like really good for people with ADHD when they have troubles focusing in class and whatnot. So really proud of the work they've been doing on that. They've been working on it for a few months, and Tuesday they got a working prototype on it. So they designed it, they 3D printed it. All right, that looks beautiful. Destiny. Give it a little spritz. Doesn't need a lot. Just give her a wipe down. There we go. And then just repackage it. Let's get another one started before I repackage this one. Two more. We're almost done. And then I gotta do a whole slug of them for somebody else. Actually, he's probably gonna come down and do them himself. He's one of our volunteers and super all-around great guy. He's got a really good clothing brand too. It's called Ken Supply. It's here in Des Moines. And it's a minority-owned business. You gotta love that. We're all about supporting that. At least I am. I'm sure most people are anyway. Okay, let's get, you have to get like, there's some stickers and stuff in there I'd take out. Okay, get that placed. Make sure it's not wobbling. Okay. It's got a little bit of a wobble to it. Yeah, let's fix that. Yeah, sometimes like these get a little bit of a wobble. It's hard for me to show you while I'm actually doing it. You just gotta just adjust it a little bit. Nothing too crazy though. All right, so let me type in the new name. Sorry, again. I wasn't like planning to do this. I just started doing it because, you know, if I'm already working, I might as well go live, and it keeps me focused. Tiana. Okay, perfect. Okay. Let's get this camera focused on this, and we will get this project started. Oh gosh, it's off center. Hold on, my camera's off center now. It's like wanting to fall. There we go. When you hear the beep, that means it's ready to start. Man, I'm glad you're here to catch it too. I appreciate it. Always love when you're in the chat. I miss your lives though. I really do. Miss Marble Mondays. I remember like rushing home from work or like in the car on the way home doing marbles. Loved it. Miss Marble Mondays, man. I understand that completely, especially when you're getting your health in, and you just do you. You do you. We'll all be here whenever you're ready to come back, or if you ever decide you want to. I will say, if you ever start doing stuff again, you got to do it on YouTube. I feel like YouTube has a much better money path. I mean, now you can multi-stream, so it's way easier than it used to be. And Twitch doesn't care if you multi-stream anymore because they realize how much money they were missing out on. Oh, we're so close to doing nothing. Alright. We're so dangerously close to being done with this little project. Very satisfying to almost be done. I'm impressed with how fast it goes on these prints. It's pretty cool. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Thursday. It's crappy and rainy here in Iowa, so it's a good day to do a project like this. Well, you enjoy lunch. All right, get this last one out of here. Well, second to last. Get this one out and put the last one in. And then we are done with this project. And just another project after that. Here we go. Looks great. Give it a little spritz. And a wipe. Spritz and a wipe. Okay. This last one in there. Perfect. All right. Close lid. One more. Here it is. Here it goes. Here it goes. And here we go. Here we go. All right. We're back. This will be number 24. Technically 26 because we had two of them that messed up. But they weren't horrible, just enough that I wanted to redo them. And we had extras. To the victor goes the spoils. Hello. Hello. Six minutes. We'll be done in 6 minutes. The light at the end of the tunnel, folks. This is the last one for this project. And then, the other project that we're doing are these guys. These really amazing tumblers, but they have like anti-spill coffee things. Like these are actually really expensive from Fellow. So I've got to do, I don't know how many he wants. I think he's got like 10 or something. Let me go look. There's only 6, so that'll be an easy little project. But also, he can do his own projects. He's a volunteer here and he has a space in the building, so I'll let him work on his own project. I'm tired of using the laser today already. It's not even noon. It's 11 o'clock here. Full minutes. This thing's mesmerizing. I think the angle that I get to see is even cooler. Here, we'll switch to that. Here we go. About to do the big spin. There it goes. Zoom. 2 minutes. And this is just printing their name. This one is for Mindy. Sorry, I'm bumping my camera. "45 seconds. We are so dang close. We've come a long way. 24 of these. All right, we're done. get this thing out of here, make sure it's right. But it looks like it's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Yep, it's fantastic. Oh, sorry. Wrong direction. There we go. So there we go. Give it a little spritzy. And a wipe. Spritz and a wipe. It's like shave and a haircut. 2 bits. Right? Okay, put the stickers and the info back in there. Put the lid. There's 2 lids that come with this because it also comes with straws. All right, buddy. You have a wonderful day. Thanks for hanging out. And we'll see you next time. All right, so there. Then we put it back in the box because it also comes with these straws and this handle, which is kind of cool. All right, so bring it back in there. These are just from Amazon. Any tumbler will do. You can do them with a handle already on there, but it makes it a lot more difficult and you're very limited as to what you can do. So I prefer to do them without a handle, and with this one being able to add it later. Pretty great. And y'all, we're done. So I'm gonna stop the live. Thanks for hanging out while I was doing this. It was a good time. We just finished, what did we do? 45 minutes, and we did, what did we do? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them. Not bad. Not bad in 45 minutes. So until next time, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.